What time is it?
It's podcast time.
What time is it?
It's podcast time.
What time is it?
Podcast time.
Oh, yeah, it is podcast time. Welcome to the Fifi, Nick podcast. I'm producer Dan, as always, guiding you into your podcast listening. Now, today on the show, Super Bowl Tuesday, the day after the Super Bowl, did the boys make it in? Look, I'll give you a spoiler. Yes, they did. But Fev had a story about when he got home. And it's about Uber Eats. Now, Fev has made a lot of headlines over the years about his Uber Eats habits. And let me tell you, this one could be the most impressive. My jaw was on the floor outside the studio. You're going to hear that. Heaps more on the show. I'll catch you tomorrow. You enjoy.
Live from the Fox Studios in South Melbourne, Fifi, Fev and Nick.
From the north to the south to the east to the west, every morning here on the FOX. Fifi, Fev and Nick, where everybody knows your name.
On with the show.
Fifi, Fev and Nick. Fifi, Fev and Nick. Welcome to the Fifi, Fev and Nick podcast. Thanks to Carlisle Homes. Better starts with Carlisle Homes in 2026. Visit carlislehomes.com.au.
That is us, morning Tuesday, 10th of February, just gone 6 o'clock. Can confirm there is 4 people in the studio, but Fifi, Fev, Nick all made it in. Good morning, guys.
Yes,
Morning.
after Super Bowl Monday. All 3 of you are in black T-shirts, so it's like you're mourning the day.
No, we're in disguise. Like, I just don't
You've
see
got a
us.
black hat too. Super Bowl
It's a Super Bowl hat. I haven't been home.
As you boys know, this is the first season of MAFS I've ever watched. The most watched show in Australia over the last 10 years, and I'm
What a show.
finally in season 13, and we are now joined by one of the, I was going to say, sort of the most controversial
Stars.
brides, one of the star brides, the breakout brides. Beck is joining us. Morning, Beck.
Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Beck, so much to talk to you about. As you just heard, this is the first season I've watched. That was my very first dinner party last night.
Oh, get ready. Buckle up, babe. That was tame.
Well, I know now, Beck, we have to be completely transparent here. We had Gia in the studio last week, and she has already said it's going to get explosive. She's compared you and her to Martha and Cyrell or Dom and Olivia. Now, I've got a couple of things I want to get to the bottom of. One, did things happen at the Hens night that we didn't see? Because I feel like you two, okay, you didn't hit it off as BFFs, but you didn't seem to have any real beef that night other than not liking each other. Did we miss something?
No, you didn't. And that narrative is quite perplexing to me, to be honest with you. I mean, that would be TV gold. For me to make a slur like that towards another bride, you know, we're mic'd up. If you've seen my ad before the show came out, they bloody had me flushing the toilet and saying I didn't shave the back of my legs. So, you know, why would they leave me saying that to another bride out? It would not be left on the cutting room floor, unfortunately. I'm going to have to nip that in the bud. It just didn't happen.
But clearly it was heating up at the dinner party last night between you two. And you're just oil and water, aren't you? You just don't, there's nothing about you two that you don't like each other.
We're fundamentally different people, for sure.
And it's going to get hairy, isn't it? Like, we've just seen the start of it.
Oh, this is just the beginning. Get ready. Buckle up.
Okay,
Strap
oh my
in.
gosh.
I can't wait, Beck. I love MAFS, but we had a big day at the Super Bowl yesterday, and I got a little tipsy, and I fell asleep just as you were going to the dinner party, so I'm going to watch it again today.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to it. But I did see Gia speak about your husband, Danny, saying that he was looking her up and down. But this is not the first time he's been accused of that, because you guys went to Fiji. You got the best honeymoon, by the way. You went to Fiji. It was
Not Townsville.
beautiful.
And please, may I just say, you saw like an hour of the worst part of that honeymoon. We were there for 7 nights and had the most amazing time ever. Just have to PSA it.
Yeah, well, I'll PSA you. What we saw was you blowing up at Danny, and you were accusing him of looking at another girl. And I was like, oh, God, Beck's got big insecurities here. Are you really insecure, or is it just that they're playing that card for you?
Look, I've got to be honest with you. As someone that's lost a lot of weight, I think walking into a marriage with a stranger, there was a level of insecurity, and especially sleeping with him and then the next day him friend-zoning me, like I was definitely had a level of insecurity in me, but I do feel like it's being played up a lot. Like, I'm a confident human being. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I walk around with no problems, but yeah, this is TV at the end of the day, and what's going to get the ratings in, and that did.
And do you think, Beck, obviously a lot more plays out with Gia that you've recorded and we haven't seen yet, but at this point, so she came in last night saying her and Scott chemistry's off the chain, they've been intimate heaps and they're loving it. Do you think the fact that for you and Danny the sparks weren't lit, did that feed into a little bit of, I don't need to hear this woman having the time of her life? Like, I'm not going to say you were envious of it, but that might have exacerbated how you felt about Gia?
I wouldn't say that exacerbated how I felt about Gia. I think she and I went into that first dinner party knowing that we were, like you said, oil and water. I think for me, walking into that dinner party and seeing all of these people with these connections, it wasn't just her. It did make me go, oh gosh, is this relationship over for me? You know, and yeah, it was a level of insecurity that came into that, because you're thinking everyone's so happy, they're so into each other, and, you know, I'm a 3 out of 10, you know, in the chemistry wise, according to Danny, but I think, yeah.
Well, I want to ask you about that.
I'm just giving it away.
But Danny said,
that's an inside thought, champ.
He said 3 out of 10, but then he went on to say, and that's really good. I was like, Danny, 3. But
maybe it's like golf.
Well, Danny's
Closer
no
to
oil
zero,
painting, is he?
Well, this is what I want to ask you, Beck. So, as a viewer, we're watching it. And you watched it last night. You've seen the episode. It looks like you two have zero chemistry. Like, there's nothing there. But is that the edit? Like, Danny just looks like he's staring off into space, like not engaged. Yeah. But was that just is that actually how he was, or is it a bad edit for him?
No, I'm so sorry, my dog. I apologise.
Okay.
No, that's not how it was. You know, we had such an amazing time in Fiji, and you know, he's right when he says the friendship, like really at that point it was a best friendship, but one that was growing, you know, and I think it's definitely something that they're sort of honing in on to make it look like it's there's nothing there. But, you know, I know from living it that, you know, we were in a really great position at that point, but friendly. But, you know, not.
Do you think you slept with him too early?
Well, what you saw made it look like we got married, flew to Fiji in, like, you know, the dusk of the morning and then slept together. Didn't happen. It was like 4 days later. But, maybe. Maybe.
The other question, like we see you go head to head with Gia, but also I want to talk about you with the producer last night, because when you said to the girls, there was maybe a concern he might be into Gia, and then the producer asked you in the piece to camera, and you just would not go there. You were like, I'm not putting it into the I don't want to talk about whether or not Danny might find Gia hot. When you watch it back, like, do you? Because that's right, that is TV gold. Because in our brains, we're like, but you've seen reality shows, you know they're going to show everything. And you did say, I forget the cameras are rolling.
Of course, you do.
It felt like the producer was really hitting a sore spot, that maybe you were worried he was into Gia.
Of course, absolutely. And look, I can't give too much away, but you're just going to have to watch and see. But, you know, in that moment, yes, without a doubt, you forget. You're talking to one of your best friends, being Rebecca, and you're speaking out loud. But then I also saw a girl who, you know, was coming into this experiment really wanting this to work, and having been friend zoned, you know, on your honeymoon, to then, you know, I was protective of my relationship and of my peace and of Danny and I. And so, I did say it. I shouldn't have, because obviously then I was questioned about it, and I was not willing in any capacity to discuss it, because I felt like it would create a narrative. But that was my own fault.
Which they did.
It's created, baby. It's created.
Now, Fee, I love that you've watched this show now, because this is so good for me, because I'm right into it, Beck. Now, obviously, Danny's got wandering eyes. Now, rewind back to the start. You walk in. It's a different show. Who would you pick out of all the grooms? Who would be your number one?
Farmer Luke.
Yes. Oh,
Farmer
Beck,
Luke.
I mean,
She
loves
I
him.
love
I don't know
Luke.
this guy.
I decided last night watching Beck. I mean, I don't know how you feel about Mel, but I can't have her. She is so mean to him, and he is the biggest sweetheart. I actually want him to be the next Bachelor. He's heaven.
I agree. He should definitely be the next Bachelor. Look, I am very, very good friends with Luke, and he is the kindest soul ever. Such a looker, you know.
He's hot and a sweetheart.
Are you two together?
Yeah.
Are you two together?
Is
Beck?
he an actual
No.
farmer?
I'm
Beck, sorry, I
married.
don't know MAFS. So I've just Googled him. That's a good-looking bloke. That's like the calendar firefighters.
Yeah, for sure. I'm married, guys, so no, but if I had to choose,
So you're still married?
I'm still married, yeah. If I had to choose, I would choose Farmer Luke because he is just the best.
Do you know what, Beck? I don't know whether you want to hear this. I think that's the only thing you and Gia see eye to eye on. I think she said the same thing.
Literally.
Oh, and then the only thing I wanted before we let you go,
Is Danny
the
there?
other thing last night that worried me was when the fire alarm went off, it really rattled you. I felt like you'd had a trauma attached to a fire alarm.
Do you know what? I think, at the end, editing's amazing, guys.
Yes.
Editing's amazing. No, it was. I think going into that dinner party, knowing I've got beef straight off the
Stress.
bat, like you've got
Yeah.
beef.
Yeah.
I'm feeling slightly insecure and protective, and what you didn't see is Danny and I have been separated since we come back from Fiji for a little while.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Little time out.
and yeah, a little time out. Well, you have to. So that everything needs to be on camera. So yeah, I was anxious, man. But you know what? Like at the end of the day, I'm the hate that we're getting online and stuff. I've been told to jump off bridges and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
that's awful.
just insane. But yeah, you see me stressed and anxious, and I was, guys. I was.
Well, I don't want to
I was
go down
walking
the.
into the lion's den.
I don't want to go down the road of trolling, but in 3 words, how would you describe Gia? How do you describe Gia right now to you?
Right now, in this very moment,
Yeah.
my arch nemesis.
Oh, wow. Good tease. Good tease.
Thanks, Beck. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you again
Well
tonight.
done, Beck.
Married at First Sight continues 7:30 p.m. on 9 and 9 now. You have a great day, Beck.
Thank you for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
See you, mate.
Thanks,
soon.
Beck.
Live and local in Melbourne, for Melbourne.
Every day here in the FOA.
Fifi, Fev and Nick.
Well, can I say, I unbelievably went to the tailgate
Yes.
party in Port
did.
Melbourne with you boys. And
Yeah,
I...
that's in the yard.
You know what I liked? Undercover fee. Just a fluoro bandana and bright glasses. Go, whoa! You're like a little Ric Flair getting a little macho man. Randy Savage.
Well, I've never seen more men in one space. It was
You're
very
welcome.
intimidating as a woman.
Yeah.
Men everywhere.
Men.
Now, we gave away tickets to the tailgate party to come with us, and one of the members of our listenership who won a ticket is Dino from Capel Sound. Dino, how have you pulled up?
Oh, good morning, everyone. I'm a little bit rough, but what
Mate.
an event, I tell ya. That
know-
was unreal.
Dino, I'm 38. I've got a lot of loose mates. You may be the loosest unit I've ever come across.
Mate, and I tried to tone it down.
Is that you toned down?
That wasn't even me. That was maybe me at 0.5%.
Dino, can I say it was swings and roundabouts for me because when I first saw you, you came in for a big hug, but also said, hang on, I'm on the phone to my mum. So I was like, oh, good mama's boy, Dino.
Yeah, sweet
then
boy
I
Dino.
left before half time. By the time I got home, I saw a video of you running on stage naked. And I went, how did this all happen in such a small amount of time?
Oh, yeah, it got pretty loose very quick, and I think I was biting people by the end of it. I stole the cheerleader pom-poms off them.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, I turned it up.
Now,
It was
mate,
freaking
I got you up
awesome.
on stage to do a nudie run, which you were very, very keen to do. You were itching to get out there in your
Yeah.
little G-banger.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
rocking the
loving
little
it.
G-banger
And
to
then,
the...
and then you took off your shorts and stuff, and then I gave you your shorts back as you left them there. But have you got an asthma puffer?
Yeah, I lost my asthma pupper. I
And-
lost my sunglasses. I lost about $300 worth of cash.
Well,
but
300.
all worth it.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
But by the side of the stage, I found your cash and your asthma puffer.
Legend.
And I tried to call you yesterday to find you. I rang on private because I didn't want you to have my number.
No, that's all right.
I rang you like 4 times, but you didn't answer. So I've got your cash and your asthma puffer, mate.
Oh, legends. Absolute legends. Love it.
I was going to have a crack.
I don't know if you remember, but you pretty much agreed to play Super Rules with me this year.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dear.
Well,
Great.
I didn't, but
I think you have. I think you now have.
we spoke about a few things, and it was very, very entertaining.
Yeah, awesome.
There we
So
go.
it looks
What's
like
on-
you're playing round one.
What's on today,
Dragons,
Dino?
Northern Districts.
What's on for you today, mate? Cruciferous vegetables, a nice nap, maybe a spa day.
No, I've got work. I've got a little maintenance job to do, and hopefully I'm home by about 12 o'clock.
Now,
I don't know how
Dino,
you do it.
Dino, you were very active yesterday in so many ways, and last night you were texting Dangy, Deadly Stange, our producer.
Oh, yes?
And I don't know if Dange wanted to contribute something to this conversation.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't call Dino on a blocked number, and he has my number. And holy moly, I got some texts last night. I'm going to run these into you now.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, Dino. What time did you get home, Dino?
Dino.
Nah, I reckon I go home
Oh,
about 6:30, but I had a Suva waiting, chips, 2 Coke.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez, Dino.
All right, Dino.
That is
Dino.
amazing.
Hey, yeah, it's a good
Nick.
photo. You see the big red mark there, I think, on one of my cheeks from where Fev hit me.
Bev whacked you.
I've got audio of that.
heard
Wow.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
You gonna slap it? Ooh! Who's your daddy, Feb? Who's your daddy? Over there.
So Dino ran up to me, pulled his pants down with his G-string and said, whack me. And I said, no. And then he goes, no, whack me. And then I did. And then he said, who's your daddy? And I pointed at Ange. He said, he right there.
My favourite part about this text, do we read it out?
Yeah.
Hey, legend, don't do trade tomorrow. I'm beep blind. No chance. Save it to the following Tuesday for a big surprise, and I'll beep rock up to the studio. Love you. Thanks for an awesome night. Then it is a full nude shot from behind of Dino, and then underneath is written nude eating a Slovakia, which I assume he meant souvlaki, but Dino's had a big day. Incredible work, even getting that text out.
Eating Slovakia.
Who took that photo?
He has.
Me missus.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, how can he take the photo?
I thought that's
What
your
a beautiful
hand
partner.
out and it's
He's
in
having
the,
a souvlaki.
in the mirror.
What a
That's amazing.
supportive
Yes.
partner Dino's got.
Yeah.
Babe, can you take a full back nude shot of
So I
me?
can
I've
send
got
it
to
to a
send
bloke.
it to a young producer that I just met.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
Fifi, Fev, and Nick's Underdogs.
Our team of Underdogs running out onto John Cain Arena. Halftime, Melbourne United, Illawarra Hawks. 2:30 p.m. Sunday, this Sunday, Feb 15. Tickets at Ticketek, although we announced yesterday it's sold out, so you'll have to stream it on Channel 10 or ESPN.
Sold out, Melbourne, getting around not only, obviously, Melbourne United, who are taking on the Illawarra Hawks. I nearly said Seahawks. I'm all Super Bowled at the moment.
C points.
But also getting around our Underdogs, who, as Josiah just said, will be running on at halftime. It's going to be amazing. They're going to have their own change room with all their names on their lockers. They're getting all these amazing things gifted to them, incredible
Great
gift
stuff.
bags. And then at halftime, they are going to run on to the court to the cheer of the crowd and just remembering these are kids that would never have experienced that. In fact, they're lucky to get invited to a play date. They don't get invited to parties for various reasons. They're bullied. They're having trouble making connections, and team sport is something they don't get to enjoy. And that's what being a primary school kid's about, getting out there, having fun, not having to deal with issues or having to, ride the emotional roller coaster of not being wanted or cared for by your peers.
And you know who I feel bad for this week is Bad Bunny. He probably thought, I'm in. I've got the best halftime show this week. Wrong. The Underdogs are coming.
We will, and we're still inducting team members, and we're going to meet little 9-year-old Amber. We've got her mum on the line. Hi, Kirsty.
Hi.
Kirsty,
How's it
tell
all
us
going?
a little bit about your gorgeous daughter, Amber.
Now, Amber's normally such a bright and bubbly little girl, but all she wants to be is accepted. And she's had a lot of bullying over especially the last 12 months. She has ASD and ADHD, which she can struggle. And some particular girls have been a bit body shaming because different medications have obviously changed her body in ways that she's not used to. And she's been told the kids can't play with her. So, these girls can't play with her if she's not, because she doesn't fit into their group, and everyone sort of isolated her.
Oh, Kirsty, this one gets me. Body shaming at 9 is
awful.
It's so bad. It's so insidious. It must be stamped out, and we've all got to do better to teach our kids to accept everybody, whatever shape and size they come in. And there is not a right and wrong. There's not a better or worse. We've got to show love and appreciation for every child, however they look. And that one breaks me. And the fact that the hard thing, as you just said, Kirsty, I can imagine Amber wants to be in these friendship groups with these girls. And they're so mean to her. And it's almost like, oh, baby, I don't want you to want to be with these girls. They're awful.
Yeah, you don't want to hang out with her anyway. Yeah.
We would love Amber to be our friend. We want her to be in our team, Kirsty. This is what she's gone through, been isolated and excluded the last 12 months. We want to turn that all around for her this weekend. And we can't wait to have her run onto the court with us and hopefully turn things around, remind Amber what it's like to have fun and to make friends. So is she happy? Does she want to be one of our underdogs?
She is so excited. She absolutely loves you guys.
Aww.
We listen to you every morning. We've been to a Wrecking the Burbs.
Oh, legends.
She got up bright and early to go to the Tarnate one last year.
That's right.
She's got a photo with you, Nick, in an hoodie. So she's absolutely loves it. And when she heard your first induction of a little girl, that really brought her up to go, Mum, I think I can do this. And knowing that a little girl that's her age and she's been listening to you for years for this. So she's so excited.
Is she there, Kirsty? Can we say hi?
She is. I'll pass her over.
Hi,
Amber.
Will you be one of our teammates? Will you join us for our Underdogs this Sunday?
Yeah.
Yay!
You're in.
We can't wait. You're going to have the time of your life, Amber. You wait till you hear the roar of the crowd at John Cain Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, we'll see you Sunday.
So
Just
cute. See you Sunday.
5 sleeps to go. How exciting is this? And if you want someone to join little Amber and that team of underdogs, you know someone that could really benefit from this team, register now at fox.com.au.
Melbourne's 1019.
The Fox.
Now, Fee, what happened to you yesterday after the Super Bowl? You left just before halftime.
Yes.
I've got a feeling we all had different afternoons.
Yeah, I went straight to the supermarket. I had to do a big Monday supermarket shop. Then I had to go and get some uniform pieces for the kids, a library bag for Daisy. Then went and picked the kids up.
Yeah, similar. I got back here at about 4 p.m, I think. Back to the office. Came back to the office, just seeing what's going on. No, I grabbed my bike, my push bike. I went to, there's a Vietnamese restaurant just on the corner.
101.
Grabbed some chicken and rice.
Yum.
Fueled up. Rode home. One of the slower bike rides, I'll be honest. Absolutely no land speed records. There's a little hill at the back of North Melbourne that I actually...
Audio of that, was there?
Going down the hill, I went, wee! I actually yelled it out.
That
I
makes
was
me
having a
laugh
great day.
so much.
I can't believe you rode home.
But then, responsibly, but as I said, got some chicken and rice, about $18 I think it cost to fuel up, and that was all I needed for the rest of the day, and got in this morning, and Fev said, geez, when I got home, I was hungry. And I thought, and maybe he spent $40 or $50. What did you get,
I was
Fev?
so hungry because I didn't eat. I had one of those chicken wings. I didn't like them. And the hot dogs had already been out, and there was something out because I got there a little bit later. And I thought because I'd been drinking, I was like, I need to fuel up.
Yeah.
And I got to Uber Eats, and I saw a few things. I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. And then one of my favourite restaurants popped up. Doesn't normally pop up. Squire's Loft.
Oh, yum.
Oh, bro. I got 6 kilos of pork spare ribs, 200-gram eye fillet, and I thought I better wash that down with a Caesar salad, no anchovies, and 2 Squire's Loft base sauces, and the total of $458.12. It was
Hang on,
so
was
good.
that just for you?
Yeah. And there's 4 racks still left in the thing, so that's about a kilo.
Wow.
For lunch. I'm going to have that for lunch.
Got the next few lunches sorted on it.
Melbourne's 1019, The Fox.
I have to point out something that just happened because we have the wonderful Abbie Holmes in
Yes.
the studio.
Oh, yeah.
And Abbie, you came in here, Fev and I were in here, and Fev said, grab a mic. Now, Nick is so used to Fev stitching him up. So Fev always gets guests to go and stand on Nick's mic, but Fev actually didn't do it. And then I just watched Nick Cody come in and push you.
I didn't push.
out of the way.
There's cameras everywhere.
I got
no
shoved.
hands.
I got
You
shoved
got
out the
Yeah.
way.
Mate.
Shoved.
No hands on.
Oh, no.
Nice little hip and shoulder to go for me to the show.
Abby sat in between the 2 mics. It was more like she was at a day. It was like a press conference. Yeah, everyone. What do you think, Abby? Underdogs this weekend.
Yes, we've got so much to talk
Yes.
about. State of Origin, everything you do on Channel 7, which is magnificent. You are an absolute superstar. Your sporting prowess. You and Fev can chat about that. But I follow you on Instagram and obsessed with your home renovation and your son Braxton. I love Braxton.
Oh my God, I love him so much as well. No, there's a bit going on over the last couple of years. Yesterday we got the keys 2 years ago for our
Oh,
house.
wow.
So we've been doing renos and we've obviously had a baby in that time.
Oh.
So much going on in the Brooksby household.
I know, and you just kill it. And now you've got this weekend, so State of Origin. I did say, gee, that's crept up.
Yeah.
Look, I can't believe footy's, it's
back, baby.
middle of Feb, and we
Yeah.
are into footy.
So good. And my favourite thing, Abs, we've got you in here to talk about State of Origin because it's hasn't happened for a while. It's over in Perth. Victoria's playing WA, and Fee just goes, I just love your laundry.
I love your whole renovation,
I'm like,
but
what?
your laundry makes me want to go in
Yeah.
and do laundry. You know, there are laundries. No,
That's Fee's State of Origin, laundry versus bathroom.
I'm about to reno my laundry. I don't go in there. I don't
Yeah.
like it. And then whenever I see Abbie in her laundry, I go, I want Abbie's laundry.
It's a nice space.
It's a lovely space you've created.
Yes, and we're doing a lot more laundry these days. So,
exactly.
good.
Now, Abs, as I just said, State of Origin. It's coming to our screens on 7 on Saturday night. The Vics are taking on WA. The build-up, it hasn't really been that big, the build-up, but I think it's going to get
Big
big
push.
in the next couple of days. Big stars are playing.
Oh, massive. I feel like it's over in Perth, right?
Yeah.
It is everywhere in
Yeah.
Perth. It's front page of the
Yeah.
paper. It's back
It's
page
the
of
only
the
thing
paper.
WA's got, really.
If it was here at the MCG on Saturday night,
It'd be
I think
big,
it would be
yeah.
all that we're
Yeah.
hearing about. But so excited. First time that Origin's been back in more than 25 years.
Yeah.
First time that WA and Victoria have played each other since
Mm.
92, which is effectively my entire life. So I'm so pumped to have it back. It is going to be on. It's going to be hell for leather. You hear Chris Scott and Dean Cox, the coaches, say this isn't an exhibition game. We're not going out there to have a kick and a catch. It is going to be on from the opening bounce.
Well, I hope it is
Whoa.
because I played in the last State of Origin. We played the Allies at the MCG in front of nearly 100,000.
How'd you go?
I was best on. That's okay. We're not going to go there. I did.
Did you win?
I won the medal. Yeah, we won, mate. We
I
dominated.
was about to ask which team were you on, but that's...
Victoria, but I tell you what, and the players will be experiencing this now because they're probably over there. They'll be getting there soon. Or WA boys will probably be there. But we went into a camp on the Tuesday, and it was the week of the Hall of Fame. So we all got to go to the Hall of Fame on the Wednesday. Both teams went, and then we trained at the MCG all together. And it's not often you get to train with the best of the best, and it was such an amazing experience. And I never got to experience it because it finished in 99 when I first started, was the last one.
Yeah.
And then we did it in 2008. And it was just brilliant. Like, it was a proper game. We went hard. But this time it's a bit different because it's before the season starts. So everyone's going to be nice, big and brown. They're going to be fit. And I
No
just
one's
hope
hurt,
they have a
hopefully.
crack. You
Yeah.
want them to have a crack.
Absolutely, you do. And you look at the entire competition, right? 18 clubs across the AFL, pick out the best few players in each side. I look at this Victorian midfield and it is unbelievable. I'll just rattle off some of the names. But Bontempelli, Dacos, Dangerfield, Anderson, Butters, Rouse, Smith, Richard, Sarong, Merritt. Like, that midfield is unbelievable.
It's a super coach
No,
team.
it'd be like, get out. I'm in.
I know.
They'd be fighting each other for positions.
But it's funny, you listen to Luke Hodge, right? He's done it all in terms of 4-time premiership player, premiership captain, Norm Smith medalist, but he never had the opportunity to represent his state, and that is something that he wanted to do so badly. So Hodgie is obviously going to be a big part of our coverage on Saturday night, and he's somebody that has always gone headfirst into every battle, and he's going to be really asking for that from the players on Saturday.
I've just been watching the couple of players pull out, which is great. I just want Paddy Cripps to pull out, which would be great. He's the skipper of WA. Just toss the coin and go sit on the bench, son, because if he goes down, Carlton are cooked.
Well, that's going to be the issue,
Yeah.
isn't it?
If there's an injury, it's done.
And, that's why Origin effectively fizzled through the 90s was because there was that, I guess, fear from the players and the clubs that...
And I imagine the coaches.
Yes,
Wouldn't
absolutely.
there be coaches calling some of these players off the record going, please don't give it everything?
But that's where Andrew Dillon and the AFL have come together and said, we're putting this on. The appetite from the players has been unbelievable. It was the players before the clubs.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you have buy-in from everybody involved,
And once your footy players, once you hit the ground, you can't hold back, can you?
No.
Because you're so competitive.
Yeah, very true, Fee.
Do you think it'll get closer to that NRL state of
No.
origin where they're nuts?
No.
They go
They're
harder.
playing WA. The thing with State of Origin, and I love State of Origin, I remember going, I think it was June 17 back in 1996. I watched Teddy Whitten and Danny Frawley go around in a car. And it was like, I was crying, I was emotional. It was like 12 degrees. MCG was packed. Lockett kicked 8 or 9 and Ablett kicked 10 or something. And it was just like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
And then when I got to experience it, we had all the old players come in and they saw us before the game. And it was unbelievable. But I just hope, it was Victoria, South Australia. That was the State of Origin. And then become an Australian game. And now we've got WA. But all the other little states, they want to play now too. They want to play the big V. So it's
Bring the
gonna be
Allies
it's gonna
back.
Bring the Allies back. That was amazing. Like we had the Allies had all of Australia. Like there was Buddy Franklin, Richo, and I was still best on ground. It was amazing.
that old saying, there's nothing like kicking a Vic.
Oh, man.
I've grown up
Yeah.
with that. But as well, we forget that it was actually Aussie Rules that was the creator of State of Origin in 77, a man by the name of Leon Larkin. So it was an Aussie Rules concept that effectively the NRL jumped on board many years later and said, let's give this a go. They've run with it and it's now a juggernaut.
It is.
But this was originally an Aussie Rules concept that I'm so excited to see it back.
And 7 p.m. this Saturday, obviously, Channel 7. We can't wait to see footy back on 7. And, Abbie, this Sunday, our little Underdogs are going to be playing basketball at John Cain Arena. And you have been a supporter of the Underdogs since our first Underdogs match at Marvel. You fully embraced those kids. You saw up close how much it meant for, these are little primary school kids, bullied, no friends, really struggling to make any connections. And you were so generous and kind with them, taking them into the commentary box. And, you obviously know from first experience what it meant to them. But can you share what you saw when you were there that night?
Oh, firstly, I love everything about the Underdogs and what you guys are doing. I want to be there on Sunday, but unfortunately I'll be travelling back from Perth. Look, I think it was so special to see this group of kids come together and just have a red hot crack and just the smiles on their faces, whether it was in the change rooms before the game or walking out onto Marvel Stadium or in the commentary box. That's what it's all about, is these kids just coming together and having fun and feeling involved. And I think now as a new mum, I'm 8 months postpartum now, I can't imagine being a parent and having my child go through something like that. So what you guys are doing is just magnificent, and I can't wait to see everything on social media, which I hope you'll be
it's going to be
pumping out.
And hopefully
on
we'll be doing
Sunday.
a footy one later in the year.
Yes, we
hopefully,
will.
which will be great. We would love you to be involved. So good luck on Saturday night. It's going to be huge. I'll be tuning in. I haven't got a call because usually they get past players that play for Victoria, especially one that won the medal, to go
Man
and
of the
speak
match,
to the
you
players
think?
what it's like. But I haven't got a call.
He is free on Saturday night, Abbie, if you need somebody at the last minute to zoom in.
I'll
20
ask,
it's
I'll
been-
ask
Be
the
on the-
question.
Well, it's been 25 years since it happened, and
Yeah.
I played in 2008.
Well, it's only Tuesday. There's plenty of time for you to get that call.
I'm going to the races on Saturday.
You don't want that call?
Looking forward to seeing you this Saturday night, Channel 7, 7 p.m, State of Origin. How
Go
good is
the
this
Vics.
back? 7:40 p.m, the match commences. And now Underdogs, that's happening on Sunday. Abbie, thanks for coming in.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Ab.
Melbourne's 1019.
The Fox.
Hey, have you seen, it's trending on Insta, but maybe just in my friendship groups, I don't know. All my friends are doing this thing where they're making caricatures of
Oh,
themselves.
it's so annoying.
Well, it's funny. Because
Just go
one,
down to the Vic Market and get a drawing.
Mate, sit there for 5 hours and get a drawing
My,
done.
Yeah.
But also, they're the most flattering caricatures.
Everyone looks grouse,
Like, I've
yeah.
had caricatures not flattering.
Yeah, my chin gets massive.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
it's like-
really
Yeah.
exacerbate
Yeah.
things about your face that you don't want them to. But
Mine just look the same. Little body, big head.
these,
Hard
my
to figure
friends
what
are
you
all
want.
looking amazing. It's a massive glow
It's a
up
real
when you get
glow
this
up, yeah.
caricature. Anyway, one of my friends, she wrote, everyone play along, go to ChatGPT and use this prompt. So apparently you write this into ChatGPT. Create a caricature of me and my job based on everything you know about me. And I thought, I'll play along.
Oh my God, you did it, did you? Oh God, you loser.
Well, did I tell you this? I'm writing to ChatGPT now, or is ChatGPT? Thank you, Boris. I did it over summer. A friend of mine, I was at the beach, and I was talking. This was at Nippers, and I was talking to one of the mums, and she was saying to me, she typed into. She was at her beach house down in Rye. She wanted to create a sort of like a study. So she typed into ChatGPT, can you decorate this room? So took a photo of the room and said, can you decorate it with everything that's available right now at Kmart in Rosebud? And the next minute, it created a beautiful room, and it was everything she could just race into Kmart that afternoon in Rosebud and decorate it with. And I went, that is genius. So I started doing that. I was like just sending photos and just saying, decorate this room and show me what it could look
And
like.
then you didn't like it.
And I loved it.
You loved
Oh,
it?
no.
Oh, hello.
ChatGPT is
ChatGPT.
amazing.
ChatGPT.
Anyway, so I needed to give you that context
Yeah,
to now explain what ChatGPT
Oh, no.
came
So you're
back
an
with.
interior designer, are you?
Oh,
Well,
no. You're dressed like Scott Cam.
Well, firstly,
Joanna Griggs.
it wouldn't do the caricature unless I gave it a photo. So it said, first I need you to upload a photo and I'll base the caricature on that. But
There's something
DJ
around that.
Shergs, Leon said to me, don't put in your photo because why?
Well, apparently, I've only read this online. I've done the research, but apparently, by giving your photo, you give it access to your data and your image.
Yeah, everything. Now
No
can use your image.
ChatGPT, no access to my photos.
It's taken over, bro.
But it said because as you remember, the request is do a caricature of me and my job. So this is what ChatGPT said. Once you upload a photo, I'll base the character on your design-forward coastal luxe aesthetic, your eye for gardens, outdoor spaces, lighting, styling, and materials.
Eye for?
Yeah.
As in, I'll give you that if it means you've looked at those things.
I've got an eye for it.
ChatGPT doesn't know you.
ChatGPT thinks I'm really good at this. And then it said,
All you've done is ask it for help
I know.
with that. If you were doing it, you wouldn't need its help.
it says your role vibe, creative decision maker, visual thinker, aesthetic perfectionist, and fun and flattering. That's the vibe.
ChatGPT does not know you one bit.
It's amazing. I think it thinks I'm an interior designer, and
Yeah.
I'm
Show
just
us.
quietly loving it. No, it wouldn't do a photo because it wouldn't do the caricature.
Just
It just
put-
described me.
Why don't you put it
So
on?
what do you? So hold
Did you
on.
hear
Has
what
this
Leon
whole
just said?
has this whole break been about ChatGPT just giving you a pumper?
Yeah.
Live from the Fox Studios in South Melbourne, Fifi, Fev and Nick.
That's it for today's Fifi, Fev and Nick podcast. And don't forget, better starts with Carlisle Homes in 2026. Visit one of over 80 display homes across Melbourne or explore award-winning homes at carlislehomes.com.au.